everyone, and thanks so much for joining me today in Natalia's kitchen. Today I've got a real treat for you. I'm going to teach you how to make one of my all-time favorite desserts, a strawberry coconut Leches trifle. Leches actually means 3 milks in Spanish, and a trifle is an old English dessert that originated back in 1598 that is still around to this day. It is actually one of the most popular desserts in England, made at all functions and weddings and restaurants as the #1 dessert. So the one that we're going to make today is a little bit different than the one that they used to make in England, which composed mostly of boiled milk, some sugar and ginger and rose water. The one we're going to make today is the one that's over time has become one of the ones that everybody has in their home. So we're going to start out with our strawberries. So it's about 1 pound of strawberries here. I've washed them and patted them dry and cored them, which is just taking the green part out, and I'm going to start slicing them here. I've started slicing a little bit here just for the sake of time, but I'm just going to slice them all here. Any of you that are wondering about, desserts, and in this day and age, we're all counting out calories and worrying about, how much weight am I going to gain from this? So I got a couple diet secrets for you if you're worried about that. So the first one is, if you're eating with someone else, as long as they are eating more calories than you are, your calories don't count. So something to keep track for you. Another great little secret that I learned, that if you anything that you are eating while you are sick, like medicinal purposes, has no calorie count. So like cheesecake, some sherry, or a little, hot chocolate, no calories. Another great one that I learned is if you break a cookie, the actual process of breaking the cookie causes calorie leakage. So just break the cookie before you eat it and you should be good to go. So I've got my strawberries here. I'm just going to place them in here in this bowl that I've prepared. About 1 pound here. Next, we're going to move on to our pound cake. There's a couple different things that you can use for the kind of bread part of the trifle. You can use either lady fingers, or you can use angel food cake, or I have here pound cake, which works perfectly. So you're just going to take it and you're going to slice it to about maybe about 1/2 inch little squares here. Just going to slice it here, flip it around and slice it this way. If you ever try to find lady fingers in the grocery store, they're kind of difficult to find. Only specialty stores carry them. So I find that pound cake or angel food cake works just perfectly. So I've got that here. Just going to throw it in my bowl here. I have about half one of these already cut up here, so I'm just going to throw this in here. Perfect. We're going to move this aside over here, and we're going to move on to our cream, where all the calories are going to come from. So the first one is going to be, I have about 2/3 cup of coconut milk here. And then I have about 1/2 cup of condensed milk here. I'm just going to throw that in here. And then last but not least, I have about 8 ounces of sour cream here. And we're just going to bring this all together. And I'm just going to take my beater and just beat it all together. If you've ever tried to find coconut milk like I tried to find today, it's kind of hard to find. Usually if you ask your grocery store clerks, it's in the Asian section of your grocery store. So I'm just going to blend this together real quick. Perfect. Just a little whisk here and there. This is the part that's going to cover our pound cake, just to kind of coat it. I'm just going to take this and just kind of throw it on top over here. And you're just going to coat your pound cake with it. Don't mash it up or worry about it being everywhere. It'll coat just fine. So just kind of coat it gently here. Just like that. Just so it kind of looks a little bit thrown together. I'll move this over here, and now we're going to make our main cream. This is the one that's going to hold everything together. So what I have here is 1 package of vanilla pudding. I have the rest of my coconut milk that I have here. And I've got the rest of my can of condensed milk. Just going to put this all together. I'm also going to add about a teaspoon of cinnamon. If you don't like cinnamon, you can definitely omit this ingredient, but it adds a little kick here. And then I'm going to add my whipped cream. So about 12 ounces of whipped cream, just throw it in there. Just like that. Perfect. All right, now I'm just going to mix this all together. Just a few clicks here. The pudding is going to start doing its little job and kind of bring it all together and get nice and firm. So we'll just set it over here and let it do its job, and we'll start putting it together. So this is a typical trifle bowl. You can find a trifle bowl in any of your stores like Target or Shopko carry them. If you don't have a trifle bowl, you are more than welcome just to use an ordinary bowl, and I promise it'll taste exactly the same. So I'm just going to start putting it together. We're going to start with our angel food cake. Put a layer here on the bottom, sorry, our pound cake. Just throw a layer here and just kind of pat it down. Next, we're going to take our strawberries. Make a nice little layer here of our strawberries. Oh, the strawberries look great. And then we'll take our pudding and we'll throw this on top. And you can just see how it's getting kind of nice and firm. That's what we want it to look like. Just put this on top. Perfect. And then we'll take one more layer. We'll go back to our pound cake, throw that on top. Great. This is turning out perfect. Then we'll take our strawberries, we'll put it on top. Strawberries smell great, fresh. And then we'll take the rest of our pudding mix and we'll just put it on top here, just to kind of finish it out. Great. And then all of you that like to decorate, this is for company, or if you just like to decorate, make it look nice. What I've done is I've just put a little bit of my whipped topping in this little cake gun that I have here. If you don't have one of these, you're more than welcome just to use a little baggie or just take a teaspoon and just kind of put it on top. But I'm just going to make a little layer here at the top, just to kind of make it look nice. Just a little bit around the corners here. And then you can just take a couple strawberries, put it on top just to decorate a little bit. And voila, here we have our strawberry coconut Leches trifle. Let's see how we did. Take my little plate here. Every cook's got to try what they've made, right? Make sure I get all these layers here. Put it on my plate. Bon appetit.